Pretty Inspired Decor. My name is Shelley and I have a cold today, and I'm going to show you how you can take seasonal decor and make it work throughout the entire year. Now when you saw my home tour, I'm sure you noticed this little wreath, and I liked it so much that when Pier 1 had an after Valentine's Day sale, I went and bought another one because I have ideas for 2 of these that I can use all year. So come on back and I'll show you how I got started. What you'll need for this craft, and it's so simple, is you'll need a wreath form of some sort. It doesn't have to be a heart. You know, Michaels has some really neat heart wreath forms that are part of their Easter collection that you might want to use, because I certainly used one of them. They bring them back year over year, and you've seen the one that I've used in the past. But again, you know, Pier 1 has these. And you're going to need some florals of some sort, because I love peonies and because in my world they can work all seasons. I'm going to use those, and just a little bit of greenery because that'll work beautifully. I also had in my stash some of these little picks, and I like to use these for a variety of crafts, and just a little leftover piece from another craft item that I have done in the past. So that's what you'll need. You can use some wire cutters because it makes your life so much easier. And of course, I love the little zip ties as well. And I have my glue gun ready so that I can pop some things in with some hot glue. So I pulled this one down because I actually want to make one that goes the opposite way of this one. So I'm going to use this one as my model. And I'm going to start with a peony, of course, because that's the best place to start with any floral, at least in my world. And I'm just going to cut a piece out. I'm also going to use the leaves, so I'm going to cut a few of the leaves out because I do like using them. So I'll cut some out and I'll be right back. Now that I have my peonies cut out, I'm going to start just placing them in. And this first one, I am going to want to sort of tie in with a zip tie. I just find if I start with a zip tie, my life is a whole lot easier. And you know, you can buy these zip ties at, you know, the dollar store. Our Michaels doesn't carry them anymore, but most dollar stores have them. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and I use them all the time now. I used to always use wire in the past, or floral tape. These are so much easier. Just makes your life a whole lot easier. I'm now going to take the smaller peony, and I'm just going to pop that in beside it. Now, could I have, you'll notice this one here, could I have tied it on with the same zip tie? And the answer is yes, but again, I have found if I use a couple of zip ties, I can actually place them, you know, more where I want them to be. So I tend to, you know, use more than one zip tie, and you know, you hide them with the greenery. You don't even see them at the end of the day. And especially if you're using the, you know, the white ones, or you can buy them in green as well. And again, they just make your life so much easier because they tie everything in together beautifully. Next piece I'm going to tie in is just this. These are from the roses that Michaels have this year, and they're just this really light pale color, and I thought they'll be really pretty for spring. I can easily, and that's one of the joys of the zip ties, is I can easily switch these out for fall if I, you know, don't really like the color for fall anymore of these little roses, but I just think they're so, so lovely. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And then I'll have, you know, basically the base of this already done. Now, if you like faux flowers as much as I do, I mean, I love real flowers even more. A pick like this, I'm not even going to tie that in. I'm just going to run it through. It looks so beautifully in here. So let me just run this through. Take this, pop it in here. And now I am going to glue these in, and some of these in. So I'll cut some of these and I'll be right back. all I'm doing with these now is I'm just taking these little picks and I'm just popping them in. Part of the reason why I like this wreath so much is it actually has, or this heart so much, it actually has some natural places just to put the hooks, the stems in. Look at, they just hook in there so beautifully. And you know, it's almost done. Look at how inexpensive and how easy this is. Now, I do need to glue some things in. So I'm just going to go out, grab my glue gun. And I'm going to take some of these. And the reason why I'm going to glue these in is because I just found that they don't stick in as well. And I do want some things just sort of hanging down. And so that's where I'm going to use these, just to sort of make them, you know, work the way I want them to work, what's visually appealing, you know, to my eye. And so to do it, I realized when I made the first one that I really did need to glue them in. I actually, you know, hung it up on the door first of all, stepped back and went, it needs a little bit more. And that's when I decided that I would add some of this greenery in. And it really, you know, because there's not a whole lot of body in these, you know, I did have to glue them in. Whereas, you know, the pick and stuff, there's some body that naturally goes with that. So it works beautifully. Okay, I'll stick a few more picks in and then I'll show you where these are going to go, at least temporarily. You know, for years I've wanted to put something on these doors that could work for all seasons. You know, I decorate them right out for Christmas with 3-tiered wreaths, but I really wanted something that I thought I could use all year. And when I made this first one, when I made it for my Love is in the Air series, I thought, you know what, I bet you this would look absolutely perfect year-round on my dining room doors, and I think they do. You'll have to tell me what you think too. So I hope you've enjoyed this really simple craft that I know anybody can do. It doesn't take a whole lot of skill, but look at how pretty it looks, and they're not expensive, especially if you can buy things on sale. Every piece of this I bought on sale with the exception of the peonies, and I bought those at HomeSense for $5.99 for a stem with 3 peonies, and that's a great price. So if you have enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up because you know that I like it. I hope you share this video with people who love decor as much as we do. And until next time, when you will begin to see our Easter home, which I'm just going to get started on this weekend, I hope that you will come back for some more of Pretty Inspire Decor. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Bye-bye.